Welcome to another edition of Buy or Sell on Tech Sideline as we take a look at the upcoming matchup between Virginia Tech and Wofford. I'm Riley Klaus. Today I'm joined by Chris Coleman, Will Stewart, Andy Bitter, and Nick Brown producing behind the scenes. And if you're new to Buy or Sell on Tech Sideline, here's how it works. Every single week, we release 5 lines in which you either will say buy if you believe it will happen or sell if you think it won't. And you yourself as a fan can vote every single week at techsideline.com. We post the lines where you can jump in on the fun as well. Well, let's start by recapping what happened last week between Virginia Tech and Old Dominion. The first line was that the Hokies would rush for 150 plus yards, which they did, 167.
Did they end up with 167?
I regretted that almost immediately after submitting that one. I'm like, 150 is really low. I did.
Well, I was worried because Tech came out passing at the beginning of the game. I'm like, what are you doing? You have to be running against this team.
Right. Also, when you're down that much, you're like, oh, they're going to throw it. And they did, but they already got over the mark.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Colton Joseph, the quarterback for Old Dominion, did rush for a touchdown.
I feel like that was the easiest one.
That was everybody he cashed that early, too.
ODU did kick more field goals than Virginia Tech, a whopping 1 compared to 0.
Wow.
There you go, Nick.
So Nick was the only one to get that right.
Nick's
I mean, as
catching
soon
up.
as they're up 28-0, you're like, well, Virginia Tech's not kicking a field goal this game, so no chance.
Meanwhile, also, there were not 7+ combined sacks, but ODU certainly did their part with 4.
Yeah, they sure did.
I would not have thought that did Tech end up with 0 in that game, I
think so,
believe?
yeah.
I think they had 0 the last 2 weeks.
Correct.
Yikes.
I mean, if they would have contributed anything to that, that would have gotten there. But
Where have you gone, APR?
And the game did not end in a 1-score contest as 5-26.
that's pretty rough.
So that means on the season, Chris is at the top of the leaderboard with over 73%.
Wait, do you still get credit for it not being a 1-score when you predicted them to win by 1 score?
But you do.
You were farther off on your prediction than I was, and yet you get credit for this, and I
didn't
don't.
specify. Didn't specify.
Chris at 73.3%. Will is in second with getting 2 of every 3 right. Andy and I are tied for third with 60%. The fans are just over half correct, 53%. And then David and Nick are tied in last right now at 40%.
Hey, let me jump in here and say, last year, wasn't it a struggle for anybody to get 50%?
I think I finished like 500 or 1 game over.
Right, just a tick over on the season. That means as a unit right now, we are 56% correct, a little over that.
The house is taking a bath here this year.
At this point
Pay up,
last
Nick. Pay up.
year, it was only 45.7%. So we've improved so far, but we'll see how it rolls. As we'll jump into this week. Buy or sell versus Wofford. Line number 1. Buy or sell that quarterback Kyron Drones has 3+ total touchdowns.
I'm selling. I think a running back's going to get in the end zone this week. Wouldn't that be the first time this year?
Correct.
Yeah.
I bought this one. I think they're going to throw it a lot. I think they want to get Kyron going through the air. That's how they've scored their touchdowns when they have scored this year. So, and he can run it too. So, I bought this one. If it's going to happen any week, it should happen this week, right?
Indeed.
I bought it just because I'm being optimistic again, I believe, and fans are currently buying it at 54%.
I'm in a similar spot to Will. I do think there's going to be a lot of points here. I'm buying it. He hasn't always gotten to 3 in big scoring games, but I'll take it. And so is everybody except for Chris in this one, including
That's
David
the most
and
confidence
Nick.
the fan base has expressed in Kyron Drones.
That's true.
All year on buy or sell.
Against an
Meanwhile,
FCS team.
Yeah.
buy or sell that Wofford's offense scores 10+ points.
Sell.
Now, wait a minute, that Wofford will score 10+ points.
Not just the offense.
Not just the offense.
So they could go roll out there and like block a punt for a touchdown and we're all screwed. But the question is actually, will Wofford itself score 10 points? I've got to sell.
I sold this one too. I'm at 9, so close, but not there.
I sold it, but this is interesting. The fans are buying it at 88%.
Haters.
That's a hate vote.
That's
Yeah.
a definite hate vote.
Well, I'm with the fans on this one, as I think random stuff can happen in football. I see a breakaway and then a field goal, and that's 10 points.
I mean, it's not like this Virginia Tech offense has not turned the ball over this year. They could turn it over at their 20-yard line.
But in the majority, both Nick and David are selling as well. So sell is the majority in that one. Line number 3, Virginia Tech wins by 25 or more points.
I sold it 27-7. I'm making my money by selling almost everything so far this year.
I bought this one. I predicted 34.9 specifically to get to buy this one. I don't think it'll go much over that if they do, but I think if they don't beat Wofford by that much, I think that maybe tells you a little bit more about how bad the situation is.
I have another left-hand, right-hand situation going on here. I'm buying it, but then I predicted a 27-7 score. And
you have to start doing your buy and sells before you read my, or no, you have to do it the other way around. You have to read my preview, do your preview precision, and then do buy or sell.
And then do buy or sell.
Yeah.
Fans are selling it to the tune of 80%.
That they are. Remember, folks, the line currently, Virginia Tech is projected to win by 4 touchdowns. I'm going to buy it that they win by 25 or more. So does David and Nick. So it's Chris and the fans who are selling.
We're all haters. Me and the fans.
Well, we're going to have 2 more coming up after this break, which is a word from one of our sponsors.
This episode of the Tech Sideline podcast is brought to you by the Robertson and Cox Real Estate Team. Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? We've got your back. Centrally located in Radford, Virginia, the RNC team is proudly and professionally serving the New River Valley, Roanoke, and Southwest Virginia. With over 35 combined years of experience, we have all the knowledge needed to help you reach your real estate goals and have the best experience possible. Contact us today for all your real estate needs. Visit randcteam.com to learn more.
All right, we got 2 more lines for this episode, and we're flipping it back to Wofford. Wofford plays 2 or more quarterbacks in this contest.
I'm buying it. They've played 2 so far this year. One seems better than the other one, but they've done it every game so far this year, so I think they're kind of grasping at straws.
I bought this one. I don't even know if it's from like a strategy standpoint. If the score goes the way I predict it to be, I think they just get the other guy in there just to get some experience in a game like this. So I bought
it, and the fans are buying it at 72%.
As Chris alluded to, they have used 2 quarterbacks this season, primarily Ethan Drum, but Jaden Whitaker got some reps last week, so I see a similar situation where, depending on the score, they'll get some reps. David is also buying it. Nick is once again in the against the grain mold as he sells this line that they will play 2 or more quarterbacks. And to close it out, buy or sell that Virginia Tech converts 50% or more of their third downs this Saturday.
I sold it. Like, that would be good. And I haven't really seen them do much good so far this year. Different opponent this week, obviously, but, going to need to see it.
I sold this one as well. I mean, as I know off the top of my head, Miami last year was the last time that they were over 50% on this. No, I had to look that up. But this team is not hitting on peak efficiency on offense right now. And I think if you're 50% on third down, you're hitting, that's pretty good. That's a number that an offense that's humming sometimes won't hit. So if it's not humming right now, I don't think they get there.
I sold it, and the fans are selling it at 77%.
So everything in terms of research for that went towards Andy for me when I was looking back. It's hard, folks, to get 50% or more in a game. But the fact they did it against Wofford last time, I'm going to buy it. Nick is going to buy it as well. David sells, though. So that is going to be our final line.
Nick either vaults into the lead this week or is buried so far in the basement
all over.
Like he's like Oakland A's baseball and Moneyball, like 100 feet of bleep, and then that's where Nick is at.
And look at Riley going with buying
taking a
everything.
Risk. The fire sales have gone well, but I'm thinking I don't want to copy. Just flip
Reverse
the other
the
way
trend.
and see what happens.
What would the all buys be?
What would that be?
Buy, the in sync. Is that what buy?
It's like if you put true for every answer and true false, half of them might be right. We'll see here. But that is
funny.
going to do it for this week's buy or sell. If you participated in the voting, best of luck to you, the fans, in getting it right. And we'll see how it all shakes out this week versus Wofford. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Buy or Sell on Tech Sideline.